lose my movie star physique.
But breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, we could have survived without the popovers.
But you love my popovers. Besides, plain old scrambled eggs are so dreary.
Your energy. Obviously, you're over your jet lag.
Well, no, I'm still a bit, disoriented. But I should think that's perfectly natural after losing a whole day.
Sure it is. Why don't you go back to bed?
Oh, and lose another day? No way.
Better than walking around like a zombie.
Oh, do I look like a zombie, huh? Besides, I can't wait to see Captain. You sure he's all right?
Diana, he's wonderful.
Well, I won't believe it till I see him for myself.
I'd never lie to you.
Oh, did I say that? Honestly. But you know how attached I am to Captain. If anything ever happened to him, I'd...
Oh, honey, I know how much you care about Captain. I know how important he is. That's why I hired somebody to take care of him full time.
But you didn't have to do that. The stables are just down the road. Well, I've always taken care of Captain by myself.
I know, but Pete's a professional. You'll see what I mean when you go over.
But Captain is my horse. I don't need a professional. Well, it's just plain silly.
Honey, be reasonable. You're going to school next week. You won't have as much time. You can't spend as much time with Captain. You should be grateful. Pete will be there to see that he has everything that he needs.
Well, fine. As long as he, disappears when I'm around.
Just wave your magic wand.
Don't worry, I will. Out. Well, then. Will Alice be spending Christmas here with us?
Where did that come from?
Have you looked at a calendar lately, perhaps?
Yeah, so?
Well, before you know it, Christmas will be here. You have to make plans.
Diana, do I have to remind you again? Alice is still committed to another man.
That's because you weren't here. She'll be uncommitted by Christmas, I'm sure.
Oh, you think so?
Well, of course. We both know you are too irresistible.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid Alice doesn't agree with you.
She'll come around. She has to. She'd have to be mad not to want you. Why, I'd even throw my hat in the ring. If it were legal. But it isn't. Wake up. Wake up. Yes. Come on. Open those beautiful baby blues.
No, baby, come on. Now, just 5 more minutes, okay?
No.
Please, baby.
No.
Oh, no.
Do you know what day this is, huh? Well, it's the most important day of my life.
Yeah?
Yep, that's the last and only hint I'm giving you.
Okay, let me guess. Burt Reynolds agreed to do an interview?
That's not funny.
No.
No. We're leaving tonight. And this time tomorrow, Mr. and Mrs. Alexander Sanderson Corey will be on their long-awaited honeymoon, basking in the sun in Ciudad Trujillo. Oh, isn't it a miracle? Actually getting married. Unless this is a dream I'm having. Oh, tell me it's not a dream. Tell me this is really real.
Well, how about a kiss? I'm too tired to talk. Come on.
Oh, okay. A kiss will be fine. Well, let's hope you do a little better than that after we're married. Oh, can you believe it? Married. I'll bet we stop traffic wherever we go. People will look at us and they'll be so envious. They'll say, oh, they're so in love. The perfect couple, they'll say to themselves. Look at that face. I love your face. And I love your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Even your eyebrows turn me on. Must be that passion juice you put in my coffee every morning. Are you listening to me? Tomorrow is my wedding day. My wedding day.
What? Oh, we're leaving tonight.
Yes, we're leaving tonight.
Oh, baby, why didn't you wake me up? I've got a million things I've got to do today.
Oh, don't you dare leave me without giving me a kiss.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
I can go.
Yes, I love you. I love you.
Me too.
Another world. This portion is brought to you by Prell's Shampoo. Prell's fullness formula frees your hair to be beautifully full, thick, and fluffy.
Paging Dr. Wild. Paging Dr. Wild.
You didn't have to come by this early, honey. We could have met for a quick lunch.
Oh, thank you, but not today. I've already made plans to meet Diana for lunch. Oh, Mom, do I hope she likes me.
Why the big rush? We have lots of time to meet her.
Well, Steve's invited me. He seems real anxious for the two of us to become friends. You know, he's even arranged for me to take riding lessons. I thought that was nice.
Sally,
What?
Aren't you, overdoing things a little? I mean, this sudden involvement with Stephen. I'm not sure it's such a great idea.
Oh, well, why not? Oh. Come on. You know, you ought to be happy. Really. I feel like I've finally found a father. Now, maybe that sounds silly to you, Mom, but he cares about me. Look, he practically risked his life to save me.
I'm not saying that you can't be grateful.
Well, I think I feel a little more than grateful.
What about Mac? Mac has been very, very good to you, Sally.
Yeah, Mac's been good to me. But Steve Frame has taken an interest in me. He listens to whatever I say, and he's not just doing that to be polite. He really does care.
Well, Mac cares, too. Enough to welcome you into his own home. If you were his daughter, Sally, he couldn't love you more.
I don't know what to call it. Chemistry, I don't know. I can't explain it. I just know what I feel, okay? You know what I don't understand? I don't understand you. How can you just walk away from that man? I mean, he is everything that any woman could possibly want.
That's where you're wrong, Sally. I happen to feel that way about Mac.
Well, Mac is a terrific man, but Steve Frame is a dream come true. You know, a handsome knight on the white charger. Can you honestly give me one good...
I certainly hope not. Listen, one of the literary agents is sort of playing games with us. He's been sitting on top of a contract for a couple of weeks. Now, he may look elsewhere, but he'll be back. I think that's about it. Now, if there are any problems, you know how to reach me, right?
Oh, sure. Cecile would really love that, a telephone call on her honeymoon. She never let me hear the end of it, and I can hardly blame her.
Yeah, probably wouldn't sit too well.
Yeah, besides, she deserves some time alone with you. It's been a rough couple of months for her. But it hasn't shown in her work. She's doing a good job.
Job means a lot to her.
Well, it shows. She's changed a little, Sandy, and I suspect that you're responsible for that. You've been a good influence on her.
Well, I hope so. Especially when you consider we're about to make it permanent. Whew.
Well, I want to wish you years and years of good luck and happiness. Hey, what is this stiffness? A little pre-marriage tension, or is it the suit?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't really adjusted yet to these clothes. I miss my blue jeans and T-shirt. Excuse me a second. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Go away now. Yes, hello. Yes, Liz. Oh, yeah? No, it's no problem at all. No, I'll just, reschedule it when I get back, okay? Yes, thanks, Liz. But, yeah, Liz. Oh, bye. Marjorie Ward just canceled our meeting. She has the flu and is going to spend the entire day in bed. Oh.
Well, you don't sound too disappointed.
Well, to tell you the truth, I am thrilled. Now, it's nothing against Marjorie. I mean, don't misunderstand. She's a first-rate author and all that, and I really do like the idea of working with her. But, I mean, I'm going to be totally useless today, you know. So much going on, and, well, anyway, this will give me a chance to clear my desk and maybe do a little work on those files. Yeah, settle in.
Sit down. Relax. Feet up.
Okay.
Clear your head. You every time I wear it.
Oh, good.
Thank you, really.
Oh, I can't believe this. All you lucky ladies getting married, living happily ever after. I think my mother has 2 men beating down her door.
Oh, Steve Frame hasn't given up yet, huh?
No way. That man goes after whatever he wants.
Sounds like you're his #1 fan.
I am. I think he has to be just about the most terrific man I have ever met. He hardly knows me, and he treats me so special.
How does Alice feel about this wonderful new relationship?
What do you think? Real uptight.
Well, look, Sally, I can't really blame her. I mean, after all, she is marrying Mac.
Well, I wouldn't count on that. No, she wouldn't admit anything like that to me, but I don't think it's going to work out.
You're kidding. Sally, Mac is wild about Alice.
So is Steve. And with all due respect to Mac, Steve is a lot more desirable.
Oh, look, don't you think that's your mother's decision? Sally,
No.
Mac's no slouch. I mean, he's attractive, debonair, sexy, a man of the world.
Well, yeah, I know. I agree. It's just that, I don't know. Steve Frame is special, you know?
He seems kind of coarse to me, you know, a little too rough around the edges. Look, Sally, leave your mother alone. She'll never do better than Mac.
Hey, bud, how's it going? Hi. Oh.
Hi. Oh,
Am I interrupting?
Hi, you sure aren't. Here, I have something for you. Congratulations.
Well, Sally, thanks a lot, but you really shouldn't have. I mean, you know.
No, I love to give presents. Come on, open it.
Open it, open it.
Go ahead.
All right,
go ahead.
take this. This is for you. Okay.
Oh, thanks.
How to father.
It's geared to first-time fathers. I thought it'd be really informative for you.
Well, Sally, I'm sure it's just chock full of information.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll leave you guys alone, all right?
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having a
Oh,
call.
I hope you like it.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. I'll see you later. Okay.
How to father, I need the lesson, right?
That's sweet of her.
Oh.
A little warm in your office?
No, not at all. Why do you ask?
Just can't keep that jacket on, can you?
Baby, why does it bother you so much? Look, I'm finished with my appointments. Nobody's going to see me.
Sandy, that's not the point.
Yes, that is the point. You don't do your best work when you're not comfortable. I'm definitely not comfortable in a certain time.
You are incorrigible.
And you have this weird fixation about my clothes. Yeah, I'm sorry I came in here.
Oh, stop pouting. Come here, I'll show you something that'll make you stop pouting. Look at this. Look at what she did. Isn't this beautiful?
Not too shabby. So, you going to model that for me? Later, I mean.
Oh, mais oui, but of course.
Well, you better start wearing it right away, you know.
Yes, sweetheart. It has lots of room. I can wear it on the plane if I want. Right down to the Dominican
baby, that's
Republic.
not what I meant. No, I didn't mean that. No, look, I can't wait until you're, what's the expression? Big with child. Really. No, babe, I'm serious. I mean it.
Big.
See, I think that pregnant women are very attractive and quite sexy, too.
You do you?
Mm-hmm.
You're out of your mind.
Yes, I know. Did I ever tell you what my mom said about me? No, she said that I was like the best kid there ever was. Really. That I never cried. There always was a smile on my face. Well, that's what little Junior here is going to be like. See, he's always going to be happy, always even tempered.
You keep referring to he, it.
Well, he, she. Well, you know, whatever. I mean, I honestly don't have any real preference. It doesn't really matter.
Sure.
Well, you better not. This baby is part of you. And that's all I care about. I don't want her accepting favors from Stephen. It's hard enough to keep Sally grounded. I don't want her to get hurt.
So why don't you talk to him about it?
The less I have to do with Stephen Frame, the better. He is so arrogant, Pat, so sure of himself and egotistical.
Alice, are you in love with Mac?
Well, of course I'm in love with Mac. I'm engaged to him, aren't I? Beginning to sound like my daughter.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to. But, honey, if I were you, I would tell him how I feel. After all, you know Sally a lot better than he does.
Well, Mac would probably take that the wrong way. And so would Stephen.
Oh, I'm not so sure. You know, divorced people get together all the time and discuss similar problems. I see no reason why you can't share your concern for Sally with Steve and remind him how young and impressionable she is.
Dr. Jones, please call your service.
Why are you finding so many reasons to feel guilty?
You're right, Pat. I'm as bad as my daughter, blowing things all out of proportion.
Finally, we agree.
Thank you. I'll call him right now.
Proposal like that with such little knot behind it. I don't think we're good enough.
Hey, Charlie. Joe, how's it going? Not good, huh?
It's that Ted Van Buren. It's a big mistake letting him represent the contractors. I mean, I'm telling you, Harry, he's not going to win any popularity poll. I don't know, he rubs the men the wrong way every time he opens his mouth. Damn. I mean, he sits up there on his high horse, spouting a lot of highfalutin bull. I mean, he keeps telling the guys how much he can help the working force. I mean, half of them can't even afford a second-hand car.
Does not sound very good.
I'm going to tell you, every time he opens his mouth, he drives the men that much closer to a strike.
Oh, that's a very, very good solution.
Hey, look, I'm just telling you what's going on. I mean, Mary, I think it's about time you asked your friend, Mr. Frame, to step in. And I think you'd better do it pretty soon. I mean, remind him that the men are working without a contract, and out of their goodwill, and that is not going to last much longer.
Excuse us? Okay.
Oh, Sandy, I can't wear this all day. I can't.
What do you mean? Well, of course you can. Did we not search far and wide to find it?
Yeah, we went across the street.
Well, high and low anyway.
No, I can't. I can't do it. I feel like an aging cheerleader or something.
Now, you listen to me.
Oh.
My mother saved the corsage that she wore to her senior prom throughout her entire life.
Oh, that's very touching.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. But, it's not me, you know? I mean, I just don't do things like that.
Okay, well, think about it this way. Just think about taking our grandchild's little hand and leading them up the stairs to the musty old attic and digging down into some dusty old trunk and pulling
scaring the poor kid half to death with some old dead corsage. You nut. And what is this grandchild business? I'm not even a mother yet.
No, but you will be soon. Listen, you've been doing a little too much running around today, speaking of that, so here you go. Look, I want you to sit right down here, that's right, and put your feet up.
Sandy, will you stop fussing over me?
Now, listen, are you sure that the doctor said it's all right for you to fly me? It's not going to hurt.
No, it's not going to hurt the baby. Will you relax?
Yeah. Okay, look, I got an idea here. Why don't we try on one of these? It's dry box.
Oh, you want me to undress right here in the office, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, well.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, no, I just want you to hold it up. Hold it up in front of you.
That I will do.
Ta-da.
Well,
Oh.
sort of get it from
Yeah, we'll just put... help me. Thank you.
Oh.
It's very attractive.
How lovely.
Oh.
And she's something, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
The latest for new chic mamas today.
Yes. Hey, we could do a piece in Bravo on that. And you could be the model.
Uh-huh.
Oh, gee, I don't know about that. That might be pushing it a little.
No.
Well, I just wish you could start wearing this right away, you know what I mean?
Why don't I wear it on my wedding day?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sandy, why not, he says.
What?
The times have changed, but brides are not supposed to wear maternity clothes.
I'm sure you'd look beautiful whatever you wore,
Thank
Cecile.
you. Oh, cross my...
So what do you think, Dad?
I think you got it made.
Maybe he wants to strike. Yeah, you know, he went a little bit nuts when Black Hawk walked off with the Bel Air Towers job. Threw quite a temper tantrum. Picked up a crystal ashtray, fired it across the room, almost hit his secretary with it. Who knows?
Okay. Quinn, find Ted Van Buren. I don't know. Find him wherever he is. Don't worry, Harry. I know how to deal with Van Buren. Well, how are things going with Pete? You two getting along any better?
Fine, Steve. Really, just fine.
He's a great kid. You must be real proud of him. Got a good head in his shoulders. He's smart. He's something else with those horses.
Yeah, and he's also a very private kid.
Yeah, well, I was that way when I was his age. But Diana? She's got to blow him away. Her looks, her style? She's quite a knockout. Yep. Put him on. Van Buren? Listen, old buddy. Let's get right through the formalities. You're gumming up the works. I didn't have to be there. Look, Van Buren, I don't need any flunky spies. You shut up, Van Buren, and listen to me. I want to be on that negotiating committee, and I want to talk for the contractors. You understand? I talked to Harry Shays here in my office. He said if you handle that next meeting, we'll have a picket line by the end of the week, and I won't tolerate that. When's the next meeting? I said, when is the next meeting? Where is it? All right, Van Buren. I'll be there. How was I? You scared me?
Thank you.
Well, I must say you have a pretty strange way of jumping.
I beg your pardon.
Your jumping is pretty bizarre.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, perhaps I should explain it to you then.
Please do, yes.
All right. Everybody knows that you hug into the animal as you go over.
Yes.
Not with your legs flying all over the place, completely out of control. You look ridiculous.
Oh, perhaps you need to have your eyes examined. My legs never fly all over the place when I jump, never. And you know nothing about jumping. My form is impeccable because I was taught by the best running teachers in Australia.
That's pretty hard to believe.
You don't believe me, then? Whether you do or not is completely within your own right. But you had no right whatsoever to stop me after one jump.
Look, I was hired to handle Captain. All I care about is his well-being. I'm not here to feed your ego. Captain just got off a long and difficult flight.
Yes.
He's not ready to jump, especially the rider who's inept.
How dare you call me inept? Look at you. Well, at least have the dignity to wear the proper clothes.
My clothes suit me just fine. They have nothing at all to do with the way I ride. And I'm a better rider than you'll ever be, even with all the proper clothes.
Well...
Stay tuned for the next part of Another World. And now, the next part of Another World.
Oh, Diana, I'm sure he didn't say that. Well, not exactly that. Honey, I know you thought he was being rude. Honey, I think Pete is a very nice guy. You just have to get used to his American ways. Oh, honey, something very important just came up. I'll have to get back to you tonight. All right. It's going to be fine. Bye-bye. Well, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Stephen, I'm concerned about Sally.
Why, is she still upset about the elevator?
No. Oh, no. But every time she tells the story, you get more and more heroic.
Oh, well, that's okay with me.
She has you on a pedestal, and I don't want her to get hurt. In her eyes, you're powerful and rich and, well, perfect.
Oh, and that's a little hard to live up to, isn't it? Sit down. But she has excellent taste.
Stephen, I wish you wouldn't take this so lightly. I really am concerned.
About what?
I don't want you giving her expensive gifts.
Are you still concerned about the riding lessons?
Yes.
Oh, well, she'll have such a wonderful time learning to ride. It'll be good for her. Oh, it'll be a whole new experience. And selfishly, I would love for Diana to have a girlfriend to ride with.
I understand that. But please don't make it a habit.
You mean like a riding habit?
Stephen,
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to be
No, I'm
serious.
sorry. I'll be serious. I don't want to make Mom unhappy. Any more don't do's?
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I try not to do that to anyone, Alice.
She's a starry-eyed young girl, and I'm just trying to protect her.
I'll never do anything to hurt Sally. That is a promise. You look wonderful. That color suits you.
Appreciate your time, Stephen.
Oh, anytime. My pleasure. Why don't we talk about Sally's future? Maybe have dinner sometime soon?
My wedding plans are keeping me too busy.
Oh, too busy to talk about your daughter's future? Why don't we all four get together? That way Diana and Sally can get better acquainted. I think that's important.
All right. We'll keep it simple and make it an early evening.
Great. Tall boys?
Too many memories.
Right. How about LaBerge? How's that? Say in the next few days?
Okay.
You know, baby, it says here the rodeo's coming to town, and you ought to do a piece on one of those gals.
No, women of the rodeo interested, do they?
Yeah, they sure do. I think I interest your readers, too.
All right, I'll keep it in mind. Oh, by the way, did you, happen to read that interview I did with Doris Wagner?
Yes, I certainly did. You two hit it off pretty well.
I really like her.
Well, why don't you have her over for dinner when we get back?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. She'd probably come, too.
It's a good way to get to know someone better.
Yes.
Yes.
She's really nice, you know. She's sure and warm. I think it'd be good for me to have a close woman friend, you know. I mean, hello. Hi.
Hi, Sal. How you doing? All right, all right.
Sally's just a kid. She's a kid, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, look what time it is. Oh, only a few more hours and off we go. Oh, baby, I can hardly wait. We'll be dancing under the stars and eating breakfast on our terrace and doing all sorts of fun things.
Oh, I just wish we could have gotten an earlier flight. This day is turning into the longest one of my life.
I know. Listen, you don't think we're being foolish, do you? I mean, maybe we should have waited until the divorce is final.
Nah, I think this will help put your mind at ease.
At least I still look like a respectable bride, you know.
Yes, you do. Hey, Jamie, whoa, hello. Listen, why don't you come in, sit down.
Well, no, I really can't stay long. I want to wish you well.
Oh, well, thanks, Jamie. Listen, I appreciate you making a special trip over here.
Well, this is a special day for you. For both of you.
I'm glad you came over, Jamie. It means a lot.
Yeah, it does, bud.
Why don't you come in just for a minute? We have a cup of coffee.
No, we haven't been able to get any more done today at all. It's really like
right.
crazy.
We're flying tonight down to the Dominican Republic, and
Getting married tomorrow.
Yes. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Have a safe trip.
Thanks. Thanks, man. I'll see you.
Yeah. Sandy. I hope you're not moving too fast.
Oh, boy. Yeah. I knew it was too good to be true. He just had to throw that in, didn't he?
Oh, come on, baby.
Oh, look.
Don't get upset.
He comes all the way over here. Sandy, it was all for show. Just to throw in that last little zinger.
No, I don't think so. You know, I think it was sincere. Our friendship may have a little life left to it after all.
Well, if I were you, I'd be wary of any friendship with Jamie. Come on, just a little more move.
Hello, Diana?
Hello.
May I come in?
Oh, yes, please. Please do.
Thank you. Oh, the room's a sight. I've been, changing things around. You're moving this all by yourself? I didn't realize it was so, heavy. Would you mind giving me a hand? Oh, no, of course not. Let me just get rid of this coat. Forgive me for being so rude, please. That's okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Where do you want it? How about right over there by the fireplace? By the fireplace? Yes. Okay. Ready? Begin. Just a little more. Yeah, this is pretty heavy. Yes, it is. There, that should do it. Let's see. You don't mind if I sit down, do you? What a hostess I am. My very first guest comes to call, and look what I do. Oh, that's okay. I didn't mind. What sort of, work do you do for my father? Oh, I don't work for Steve. I work for Mac Corey. Mac, the gentleman engaged to Alice Frame. That's right. That's right. Well, Alice is my mother. Oh! Oh, dear, of course. Sally Frame, the girl my father was going to adopt. Look who he got instead. Yeah. Well, life is unpredictable, isn't it? Maddeningly so. Yeah. You must think I'm a total bubblehead for not knowing who you were. Oh, no. Don't be silly. I'm sure you're jet lag. You're still recovering. You'll get over it soon. My, father's very much in love with your mother, you know. Do you suppose there's any hope of her changing her mind or something? Well, Diana, anything is possible. I suppose. Do you and your mother, get along? Well, for the most part, we do. She can be a little strict. We don't always see eye to eye on things, especially my social life, but that's to be expected. My mom was strict, too. That's the way it ought to be. Mothers are better at discipline, I think. One keeps you in line, and the other just adores you. That sounds good to me. I bet Steve was the perfect father. I couldn't have dreamed up anyone better. Well, Sally, have you caught your breath? Caught it. Okay. You're moving it again? Yes, back, though. Back. I didn't like with the fireplace. Let's try it again. Okay.
I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to change or take a shower. I look kind of grungy.
Yeah, you don't look grungy. Sit down.
When I see my dad after his meeting, he tells me I look like a slob.
Oh, well, I've known your dad a long time. Remind him of some of the outfits that we used to wear. We cornered the market on bad taste.
I'll mention it.
Yeah, and ask him if he wants to go see a football game with me. Might as well take advantage of that private box. You like football?
Oh, yeah. I'm a Bears fan. Of course, I haven't been to a game all year. I haven't had the money.
Feel free to use the box whenever you want to.
Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe you can introduce Diana to football. I got to get rid of some of that energy of hers before she wears me out. How are you guys getting along?
Well, she's got a lot of pretty strong opinions. We don't always agree.
Oh?
She's liable to kill that horse unless somebody gets through to her.
Oh, wait a minute. That sounds serious. What's the problem?
The way she jumps. I've never seen anything so weird in my life. She's liable to kill herself.
No, Pete, wait a minute. You don't understand. She jumps the Australian way. It's an entirely different technique. You're going to have to get used to it. It's going to take a little time, a little patience. But she knows what she's doing. And she's got a whole room full of ribbons and trophies to prove it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Frame. I just don't like it. She ought to check out the terrain. She ought to find out the ins and outs of the trails before she tries jumping.
Well, you're right. Tell her that.
And if she doesn't go along with me?
Ground her. She stays grounded until she cooperates.
You mean that?
That's why I hired you. Any other problems?
No. I feel better just having cleared the air. I didn't want you to think you'd hired a yes man. So it doesn't matter whether or not she likes me, just as long as she handles Captain the way I want her to.
Right. You better not keep your dad waiting.
Oh, right. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Thanks for everything.
See you soon.
Up there.
Here.
Will you relax? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I guess Cecile has me a little paranoid about my clothes.
Am I interrupting?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I was just going over Marjorie Ward's new revisions.
Oh?
And Mac, I am so pleased. I mean, we're really in sync together. This book is going straight to the top.
Looks to me as if editing agrees with you.
Yeah, well, I'm having a great time. Just keep giving me these great authors.
And you know what Pat tells me? You're doing a marvelous job on Brava, too. You sure all this isn't too much for you, though?
Not so far.
Well, if the pressure mounts, you let me know.
Okay.
You're really in a good spot here, though, you know, son.
Listen, Mac, everything is coming together for me right now. I've never been happier in my life.
That's wonderful. Just wonderful. I only wish I could hear James say the same words. I miss him. I'm really worried about him.
Mac, he came by here today to wish me well. He's going to be all right. Hey, we're going to be all right.
I hope you're right. You had such a good, close relationship. It's worth fighting for, you know.
I'm still trying. It may take some time, but we're going to get it back.
Listen, son. I hope you and Cecile are very, very happy.
Well, thanks, Mac. I'm sure we will be. I love her very much.
I admit I had some doubts in the beginning. I just thought you weren't giving yourself enough time.
Listen, I don't blame you a bit. I mean, marriage alone is a pretty tremendous adjustment. And when you couple that with a kid coming this fast, well, it's enough to put any two people to the test. But I'm not worried, Mac. You know, this is one kid that's going to have all the love he deserves.
Boy, I'm so proud of you. There's no way you could have done things better. And that reminds me. I think it's time you had a formal title around here.
Mac, no, really, I think it's too soon, you know?
Really? I just want to give the groom something special as a going-away present.
You already have, Mac. I mean, you've given me everything, you know? A home, a father, a second chance, and, most of all, your forgiveness. I'm a very lucky young man. I don't want anything more from you, Mac, because there's nothing more for you to give me.
I have a super dinner planned. Roast chicken, one of your favorites, cottage fried potatoes, artichokes vinaigrette, and string beans with mustard sauce.
With mustard sauce? Well, baby, you must have spent the whole time in the afternoon, the whole afternoon in the kitchen preparing that.
As a matter of fact, I haven't even shopped yet. And so I fixed you the canapes so you won't starve to death.
Great idea. Let's eat out tonight.
Aren't you tired of restaurants?
Oh, no, love, my favorite thing. Hand me that notepad, would you? I want to remind myself to get a housekeeper.
You don't need a housekeeper. I'm perfectly capable of looking after this house.
It's a big house. You want to spend all your free time doing housework?
No.
Come on, hand me the notepad.
If I didn't have to go to school, I'd have the time.
The notepad.
Well, Alice and I could easily share the work.
Oh, you're just full of ideas tonight, aren't you?
Oh, have it your way. I still don't see why I have to finish school. I can educate myself.
Sure. You are going to high school, and you are going to college.
Oh.
That's the end of the discussion.
You can be so unreasonable sometimes. But half my life will be over by then.
Get your coat.
My coat?
We are going to dinner before I collapse from hunger.
Oh, good. I wasn't in the mood for chicken anyway. I'll be right back.
Stay tuned for the conclusion of Another World.
Well, that's true, isn't it?
That's a pretty dress. Oh, thank you, Pat. It's practically the last time I'll be able to wear a dress like this, if you know what I mean.
Attention, everybody, please, ladies and gentlemen. As Brooks has just reminded me, wrong turn. He's got to drive these two happy, beautiful young people to the airport in a few minutes. So I would like to make a toast, everybody, please.
Right up.
To Cecile and to Sandy. May you have a long and a beautiful and a happy life together.
All right. Here's to that.
And that goes for you, too.
We better leave now, sir.
Oh, yes, by all means, right.
Well, okay. Ready here.
No, don't put that coat on. Not yet.
Well, she'll freeze back.
I want to give you your wedding present. But my son doesn't get one because he says he's got everything he wants now, which I can well understand.
Well, what? Oh, Mac!
Mercy.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, Mac! Oh, wait.
Is that a skunk?
There we go. Turn around, let him see it. Turn around.
Oh, Mac!
Beautiful, just the right size.
Thank you so
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Well, we better go.
It's beautiful.
Yes,
Look,
go. Now, Pat, hold down the fort now. Okay, all right.
everybody.
Sally, you help her, okay?
Everybody get ready.
You guys, that'll be good. All right, don't forget about that manuscript for you, okay?
Yes.
Bye-bye, Louis. Now? Bye-bye, you guys.
Hey, you're too late. Where are you? Get him.
Did we run out? Oh.
This part of Another World was brought to you by Downy, the fabric softener that makes your clothes smell April fresh as it softens them. Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.